Come on, sing us a song, will you?
Tinkle, tinkle, little star, how I wonder where you are. In the can with one in hand, pee on porcelain, you demand. Tinkle, tinkle, little star, I wonder where you are.
It brought a tear to my eye. And to my penis.
Freaks to the metal hand of God. Metal hand of God. I'd like to welcome all you freaks to the metal hand of God. We some nerds with the urge to purge on some lie. Show them the dick print and hit him with the rod. The love doctor tell you how to get it Ichabod. Crane, Adam Rowe, Kyrie Wayne. How do they maintain when they clinically insane? You keep it so metal that we spitting your flame. Adam story's got a point if you let him explain. Here's the pun of all puns, get a plan with Papa Rain. Rum tapping the vein, 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane.
And the 3 and the 2. Apparently we're doing the Lord's Love count. And the 1 and the 2. Go.
And we're back. Welcome to the MHOG podcast.
Hey!
I'm your host, Adam.
And I'm Reverb Rum.
Yeah. So Rum's, folks, if there's one regret that I have from all these years of podcasting, it's
Skype.
Fuck, I hate Skype. Yeah. It is the worst. And it really fucking sticks in my craw because we can do so many amazing things in the world today. There's so many things that you can do. You can talk to somebody around the world right now
On Skype.
Yeah, but probably not on Skype because Skype fucking sucks. we can send people to the moon, but Skype can't fucking work steady, you know.
But it will on the moon for some reason. When they called NASA, they're like, everything is great. I'm floating. I'm on Skype.
Maybe what we're doing wrong is we're not mooning.
Maybe that's it. Because when NASA calls the space station, it goes do 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 do, little Skype jingle thing it does.
Yeah, I got the joke. I got the bit.
Anyway,
so I guess we should start off with a couple of things.
Okay.
First of all, so there's a lot of stuff going on right now behind the scenes. So I don't know if we're gonna have a regular recording schedule right now.
Okay.
I hope we do. But there's a lot of stuff up in the air. So if you're a fan of this show,
please hang in there.
Hang in there. And what I encourage you to do for sure is keep one of my favorite words, keep abreast. Keep abreast of the Facebook page for the Metal Hand of God podcast, MHOG podcast.
I keep a bunch of those in a freezer downstairs.
Yeah. I heard about that, all those strange female murders going on in your town, so, you know.
They're chicken breasts, man. Come on, be weird.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so just keep, if you notice that we're gone for a while, just check the Facebook page. And
it's a good opportunity to check up on some of the past episodes that you may have missed.
Yes.
A couple of years worth, so don't do that.
So, but as it stands now, my intention is to have new content up. I just don't, so That's all I'm going to say. Except that I guess we should talk about the fact that Rum, you won't be on for a while.
I will not be on for a while because I am traveling the globe, I guess.
Yeah.
I got I finished my packing for this trip, and this is the least amount I've ever taken on a trip. It's very bizarre. I'm not a small light packer, you know. I like taking lots of stuff with me when I go.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuffed animals that you like to.
I do, and my whoobies. I got my whoopie.
Mm-hmm.
But all my clothes I'm packing in this like oversized backpack, and that's it. That's all I got. I got an oversized fucking backpack.
Yeah.
Weird.
Well, so
but, I mean, I got to go to, you know, it's going to be a long flight and out of the country, so I don't want to carry too much shit with me.
So what's the deal? I mean, do they wash your clothes on the cruise?
I can either have them do it, or there's the laundry facilities there too. So
okay.
Either way, I take care of it. I'm actually, there's a lot in that backpack. I'm surprised. I've got, you know, just straight outfits. Everything I take is, you know, I'm taking kind of mix and match. But if I were to lay out an outfit for every day, I've got 10 days worth of clothes in that backpack without wearing the same thing twice.
Okay. And does that include, like, you know, I mean, when you say you're not wearing the same thing twice, does that include, like, if you were to flip the underwear inside out? And
No, that's all individual underwear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's good. I am taking, you know, they always have those small pouches on these backpacks and stuff, but I put my hooded morph suits in there and all that good stuff. So I'll have that to wear.
Yeah, I don't know how you follow that up. Hooded morph suits.
It's my white one.
Okay. I try not to get arrested on the cruise.
We're gonna be in Spain for 5 days before we get on the boat. So that's gonna be cool.
Sweet. Well, I was talking to Uber Gary about that last night. We were sitting at a little Mexican restaurant that I enjoy out in Metairie, and we were talking about, because I'm going on a cruise next month. And we were talking about, like, you know, people have these, like, sex fantasies on cruise ships. And so there's a lot. Yeah, they do. They do.
I did not know that.
Not you. You're chased as a newborn doe.
I am.
In fact,
Sure.
that was your nickname for a couple of years in your 20s, newborn doe.
Well, that's actually what I used to dance under. So.
But yeah, so there's people that are just like, yeah, we're gonna go on this cruise and we're gonna fuck. Yeah, let's go on the cruise and let's fuck. Which, you know, fine, fair enough. But people, so, you know, people see too many movies, and so, like, you see, like, you know, some fucking Skinamax movie or HBO After Dark movie. And they'll be on a cruise ship, and they'll find some dark corridor with the moonlight over. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing nothing.
You just turned on your camera that's coming at you from behind. You fucking asshole.
Actually, my computer went to sleep, so I just woke it up. Apparently, it kicks my camera.
Okay. I was just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't care if your camera's on. It's just like, why is it behind you?
My computer's dead. I'm just kind of watching TV.
So back to what I was saying. So let's rewind. I'm terrible at rewind sounds, I know. So couple says, let's fuck. We're gonna fuck. So but people see these movies and it's like, oh, they find a dark corridor out on the out on the balcony.
Sure.
You know, there's only the moonlight to shine on their languid asses. Bodies. Yeah, their asses. There you go.
It's like, hey baby, meet me at my muster station.
I like how I'm trying to paint a scene like sexy, and you're just like asses, peanut butter. Somebody gets fisted. But yeah, some people see these movies and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna fuck. here's the thing. There's cameras everywhere.
Sure.
And people everywhere. And if you get caught, they throw you in a brig, an actual brig, and you don't get off
guess
until...
what? You don't get to... Fuck.
Yeah, because I assume they put you in separate rooms.
It would be separate ones, yeah.
So, and then they let you, I think they let you off the next port and you have to figure out a way home, or they keep you in the brig until the end of the cruise. One of the two. It's probably more likely they just keep you in the brig to the end of the cruise. But yeah, so, I mean, cool. If you want to fuck, that's it's cool. You just gotta be cool about it. You can't just do it wherever you want, like that's what the rum is for. And the nice thing about a cruise ship is there's actual motion in the ocean. So if your stroke game is a little short, it adds like a couple of foot-pounds of torque. And nothing turns a woman's vagina on like a few foot-pounds of torque.
Sure, because I think I saw that on a shirt once.
We've so many slogans that we have. We should be making. Why aren't we making money? Why aren't we making these shirts?
You're right. If you like that slogan, drop us a comment and say, "Yeah, make that shirt," and then we'll try to get you one. How's that, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
If ladies, if you want your own, if you want, we can make a shirt that says something like, "I want a few foot-pounds of torque in my boondoggle."
Ooh, boondoggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word of the day.
Yeah, that's a classy word for pussy.
Is it? Wow.
That might be the name of the episode. 447, boondoggle.
I'm gonna cuddle your boondoggle with my googe.
How does that, I mean, do you have a huge googe?
I got a good manly googe.
There's another shirt. I got a manly googe. Fellas, if you'd like I've got a manly googe t-shirt. Or maybe
shit can't write itself, people. This is just gold.
Maybe we're thinking a little too limited. Maybe what we need to do is not just shirts, but underwear.
What about greeting cards? You go to the Hallmark store or wherever, you're tired of the same old, oh, get well. Oh, sorry you died. Oh, happy birthday. Whatever. You get tired of those. Maybe you want to put a smile on someone's face. You can send them a card that says, "Hey, you've got a manly googe." Leave it at that. Drop the mic, walk away. That's what that card does for you. Puts a little smile on someone's face, and that makes their day.
I may have told this story before, but between the discussion of the cruise and what you just said about Hallmark cards, which, by the way, amazing idea. We should write not Hallmark cards, but greeting cards.
Sure.
But again, I may have told this story on the show before. I apologize. I tell a lot of stories to a lot of people. I can't remember where and when I tell them. But I went on a cruise once to Grand Cayman, and Grand Cayman is it's a nice place.
Yeah,
but it feels a little run down.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it looks like it used to be a really nice place, but people stopped dusting.
Oh, I think it's exactly it. You know what happened is because I think they put so many people were, all the crooks and stuff were using the Cayman bank accounts, and it became like the outlaw millionaire, playground. I think they put so many restrictions on things, and it kind of deterred the people with all the major money to come back a lot. Yeah. I think the economy kind of fucked them over, but shit's still expensive. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
That was the most expensive fucking lunch I think I ever had for a fucking chicken sandwich and one cocktail. That was fucked up.
I didn't eat in any of the restaurants, but
we ate at one, and for me and Amy for lunch, nothing fancy. It was a chicken sandwich and French fries. That was it. For her and me, it was like $55.
Well, I mean, it is an island founded by pirates, so.
Yeah, they should give me shit for free then.
Well, so one of the few things we're seeing on Grand Cayman is it's not really worth seeing, honestly, but there's a place in Grand Cayman called Hell.
Oh, that big fucking rock.
Yeah, so it's I guess it's stalagmites. I don't know. It's a lava rock formation that looks like the flames of hell. But
yeah, it's a big black rock.
So really, you go there to look at the rocks for like 2 seconds, and then there's a post office.
Yes.
And in the post office, you can send a postcard from hell. Right. So I have a friend who's Croatian. She lives in Germany now, but she's been in Croatia most of her life. She loves postcards, and I'm a very bad friend in that regard. Like I always forget to send her postcards. I try to remember, but I don't. So I've thought of her when I saw hell. I was like, I know.
Yeah, you did.
I'll send Marina a postcard from hell. So I went to the post office, found a suitable card, and wrote "Wish you were here," and sent her a postcard from hell.
That's funny.
The silence says otherwise, but
but did she get it?
Yeah, she loved it. She loved it.
Okay, well that's good. That's good.
I also tried to.
We were going to go there, but we said no. Let's not do that. Let's take the. We got to the Caymans, and there was a, they have a pirate tour.
Yeah. Right?
Like a pirate tour, but not on the boat. They have an island pirate tour. Like, well, let's take the boat. Yeah, I've been on the pirate boats before. So let's do this pirate train thing. So we got on the pirate train, and this dude, I was like, all right, so where's our pirate? All of a sudden, this guy shows up. Kind of looks like that guy at the bar that sits by himself down at the end who's been drinking since they opened, and it's now 10 o'clock at night. That was this guy.
Okay.
He was very knowledgeable. I think half of it he made up, though, which was kind of funny. He was not.
Wait. Was this guy? Was this guy's name Justin?
No, it was not Justin.
Go on. Sorry, God.
But we went like all over the island, and then the guy who's driving said, "Oh, we got to get back." He goes, "No. He says, we're not done yet. We're gonna go here." So he's like, "All right." Well, he goes, and he's arguing with this guy on the train. He goes, "No. So he says, "You want to go somewhere cool?" And everybody's like, "Yeah." I'm not. I'm like, "Whatever. Just get me off this thing." So he bribes a bunch of people on the train for an extra $5 to give the driver. And he drives this train to a bar. And there he goes, "Now we can all get drinks." And he goes in, and we're all sitting on the train like, we paid the guy $5 so he could divert from the torch so you can go get a beer. It was like, this is fucked up. But yeah, Grand Cayman's a weird place. It's nice to see-ish. Yeah, not my favorite place I've ever been by any means.
I'll probably get off the boat when I go in April, but I don't think I'm gonna do an excursion, and I don't know how long I'll stay on the island, honestly. It's just, I had a bad excursion. So I don't know if that colored my view of the place, but I just, like I said, it just looks a little run down. That's all.
If you just get off the boat and you, where you dock, and they kind of, they tender over, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Yeah. And when you get up on the dock, just start walking to the right. There's a really nice little public beach right there. Mm-hmm. And it's a really cool place to hang out. And they've got like some wildlife on the beach, and it's just a really good place to take photos. And right up above, across the street from there, it's a nice little little bar and grill thing.
Now, when you say there's wildlife on the beach, is there going to be a drunk guy who's going to try to get us to take a train to a bar?
That guy could be on the beach. He could be on the beach, but it is a nice little spot. We found that as we were getting ready to get back on the boat. It was like, oh fuck, we should have went there and stayed there longer,
Well, I will say this: I will miss not getting to talk to you for a few weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I wish I could go with y'all. I've never been. I've been outside the country, but only to the Caribbean. So it's It counts because it's a very different. Those are very different cultures, but
It is.
But it doesn't.
Where's your friend from Croatia? Where does she live?
Somewhere in Germany. I'm not sure exactly where.
Okay. I thought she might be near like Dubrovnik or something like that. I was going to say, hey, I'm going to be in Dubrovnik. That'd be fun. We could meet up with a friend of yours and swap stories.
You would like her. You would like her. I met her on MySpace. I used to be in my previous social media career, I used to be a MySpace blogger.
Wow.
Yeah. I was
a MySpace DJ.
Do you want to guess what my blogs were?
Were they comic book blogs?
I'm sure I wrote about comics here and there, but
what were they about?
I used to write fuck stories on MySpace. I used to write erotic fiction. I wasn't by myself. I was part of like groups of people who wrote.
So it was like a erotic fiction orgy.
Kind of. I wrote humorous pieces as well, and I really wish I hadn't lost. Okay, I mean the fuck stories. I'm okay with losing. I'm sure they were embarrassing. There was a lot of like, and then Dan pulled out his 10-inch member, or whatever.
And then it's actually G.I. Joe.
Like I was 25.
Oh.
which is way too old to be writing for erotic fiction, but
have you ever pulled up your MySpace page again?
I've tried. I think I deleted it before.
I pulled mine up. It's so weird. It's actually still there.
What is
you
it?
can do shit on it.
Is it myspace.com/the Rum Guy?
It is. It's right. When you'll know it's mine because there's a picture of like an outline of like neon, and it's like Frankenstein. It says Frankenrum.
I'll have to go look for that.
And there is like a freaking playlist with like a lot of mixes I had done. Like when I said I was a MySpace DJ, I was actually a MySpace DJ.
No, I remember you telling me this. You used to do a bunch of mashups. You never shared those with me.
I thought I shared them with you.
I don't think you ever, because I remember we were talking about like a guy that I found online that did like really cool mashups, and you're like, I used to do that. And I was like, yeah, and you're like, I'll have to go find them and send them to you. And then you fucking didn't.
You know what we could do? When I get back, I'll dig them out. I've got them here somewhere on another hard drive or something. And I'll find them. And maybe we can throw a mashup on every once in a while.
I'd be happy to do that. I think that would be fun.
That'd be kind of weird because this is we're talking, I haven't done this stuff in quite a while, but the songs are still good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did some weird shit though, because I know this is hard to believe. I hope you're sitting. Is sometimes I was drinking. So,
hard to believe.
It is. It's weird. I know it's a little shocking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, take you by surprise. But some of them are they're good. They're just bizarre. Like, wow, that really. Why would he do that?
Well, the best mashups are weird. The best ones are like, why would you put those two together? But
it works.
Like somebody will take All Star by Smash Mouth and put like take the music out and put in 9 Inch Nails.
I did James Earl Jones singing Knick Knack Paddywhack and mixed it with Led Zeppelin.
Let's start off with how you got James Earl Jones to sing Knick Knack Paddywhack.
He did an kind of a vocal album, not really singing, but he was like a vocal exercise album at one point in time.
That sounds fucked up. That sounds really fucked up.
But he did Knick Knack Paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. That's what he did. It was like a vocal warm up for acting. And he was teaching this to people. I was like, oh, that's really fucked up because it sounds like Darth Vader doing Knick Knack Paddywhack. So I was like, but the cadence he did it at blended so well with Zeppelin. Huh. So I was like, I'm going to put this. I'm going to pull the music back from Zeppelin. I'm going to put James Earl Jones. I'm going to stick him on a loop and then see what we can do. And every once in a while, have Robert Plant go. Ah! It was kind of weird.
Did he step on a Lego?
It's what it sounds like. It really kind of does. I should have named it James Earl Jones Steps on a Lego.
Well, moving on slightly, there's a story that I wanted to talk about that came out, I think, Monday or Tuesday, one of the two. So there's a YouTube, so I'm gonna use the term comedian. He's not a stand-up, but what he does is this motherfucker. What he does isn't stand-up. He just makes comedic YouTube videos.
Okay.
So this guy calls himself, he's a Scottish guy. He's a Scottish communist of all things.
We gotta have him.
I guess. I guess. He calls himself Count Dankula.
Ooh.
Yeah. So which right away is like, but okay, whatever.
He's Scottish. It's all right.
He's a communist. Yeah. So Count Dankula, as one of his bits, decided to fuck with his girlfriend. Not literally. It's not like he decided to fuck with his girlfriend. I'm sure he did fuck with his girlfriend on occasion, but no, he decided to fuck with her. He thought, well, what could I do? What can I do? She has a pug. So he took that pug, and when she was away, he trained the pug to give Nazi salutes. Exactly. That is hysterical. And also mind-boggling to try and figure out, like, how he taught a pug and how long it took to teach a pug to give a Nazi salute, which, to be fair, is just raising a paw.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like the wave command. I've taught Nikolai to do, like, to wave. Like, I'll say, "Hey, Nikolai, wave," and he'll throw his paw. Now, sometimes he's supposed to like he's waving his paw, but sometimes he just sticks his paw up in the air.
Right.
So it's like a Nazi salute, I guess.
Yeah, and sometimes he tries to kill Jews. So
yeah. His name is Nikolai.
But so he made a video of this. I never saw the video. I think it was taken down eventually. But he made a video of this and put it on YouTube. And he was sued by the UK. Not sued, but like arrested. And he is probably going to prison now.
Okay.
So have you ever seen that that stupid clip that people pass around from the show Newsroom? It's Jeff Daniels, who plays a news anchor, like a Dan Rather kind of guy.
Right.
And he's sitting between a Republican and a Democrat on being interviewed on stage in front of a group of students. And they ask each one of them, what makes America great? And they each give an answer. And some student holds up a sign that she wrote that says, America isn't great, but it could be. Have you ever seen that?
I have not seen that.
Okay, well, I'm surprised because people share it a lot.
Okay.
It's so he goes off on, he's like, you know what? This is bullshit. I don't remember exactly what he says. You can watch the video. It's easy to find. Just Google Newsroom with Jeff Daniels. And he goes, tells the Democrat, this is his criticism of the Democrat. If liberals are so smart, why do they lose all the time? That's his criticism of Democrats. Like they're just, like they just lose a lot. They're right. They're awesome. They just, they don't lose enough. They don't win enough. But which I don't even know if that's true. I would argue that it isn't. But then he turns to the Republican. He says, so the Republicans' answer for what made America great was freedom of speech and the Constitution. And he says, freedom of speech. Everyone has freedom of speech, okay? England has freedom of speech. Germany has freedom of speech. Canada has freedom of speech. Everybody has freedom of speech. And people like to share that because they're like, yeah.
That's not true, though.
Yeah, it's not true. Freedom of speech is a very, very rare thing. Places like Canada and England, the UK in general, have the illusion of freedom of speech. But there are no documents that say you have the inalienable right to speak in public. I mean, that's not what exactly
Speak freely, right?
It's not exactly what the First Amendment says, but but we have the freedom of expression. We have our founding document says that they cannot deny that. And then there's always some asshole who's like, well, it's not true. Actually, you can't yell fire in a crowded building. Yeah, actually you can. Like, that's like you'll
probably go to jail if you're caught for inciting a riot.
Yeah, if you incite a riot, that's different. But if you're in a building that's burning and you yell out fire, they're not going to arrest you. But if somebody,
I know in the UK, if you give somebody the finger, even gestures, if you give somebody the finger, you can be arrested and fined.
Oh, it's worse than that. I mean, they actually monitor people's Facebook pages, and they will arrest you if they determine that your Facebook post is hate speech.
Oh, wow. And they can shave your balls.
I don't really know what to say to that, but yeah, I'm sure they can. But my point is, like, this poor guy is going to jail for what is clearly a joke and a fucking hilarious one. Like,
yeah, I thought that was funny.
I'm pretty sure that if Nazi Germany were still around, pugs would be on the chopping block right next to the Jews. I don't think Hitler would be a big pug fan.
Well,
he likes Pomeranians.
A little bit of black around the face. Kind of looks like a tiny mustache.
That's true. But it is fucking insane that this poor guy is going to go. I think his last name is Meacham. I forget what his first name is, but he's going to go to jail. He's prison, not just jail. I think he's been in jail. He's going to prison.
For how long? I wonder. How long do they do that for?
They haven't sentenced him yet. They haven't determined it. But like, we've had a couple of English people, friends of mine. Well, I mean, you're friends with Mart as well.
Sure.
But we've had them on the show recently, and sometimes I think about that, and I'm like, what happens if, like, somebody from the UK government or the police is just, randomly hears them listening to the show or talking about the show? Like if we did this in the UK, we could be arrested.
But it'd be fucking awesome.
I think you'd do better in prison than I would. I don't think I'd be long for this world if I went to prison. But no, it's fucking.
I start conning people.
It's fucking mind blowing that this is going on. It's 2018. Somebody's going to prison for a joke. And there's people defending it like, well, I mean, hate speech is really like, well, first of all, let's get something straight. All you fuckholes that are like, well, they're Nazis walking among us. No. Okay, neo-Nazis aren't real Nazis. They're white supremacists.
Right.
Nazi Germany, like, could not happen in this day and age. It was a specific product of its time. First of all...
True. So, okay, I'm just going to say, I'm not disagreeing with you, but some people do believe in what they consider the Fourth Reich.
Yeah, but here's the thing, like, it wasn't just about ethnic. I mean, a lot of it was, but they were also the National Socialist Party. It was an economic movement. It was also, I mean, don't get me wrong. It was also based on the fact that Germany had lost World War I, and so people were down and they were depressed, and this guy comes along and is just like, your problems aren't your fault. You didn't do it to yourself. You know who did it? The Jews did it.
You know what? And this is, please do not mistake what I'm saying. All I'm saying when I say this is, please understand this. It took a very smart person to convince that many people of that bad idea.
Well, here's the other part is like, yeah, I mean, you're right, but it's not like the entirety of Germany was on board.
No,
they used the government. They basically seized power, and by the time people didn't know what was going on, the people who weren't with them, and then when they did, it was like, okay, well, somebody's going to the gas chamber. I don't want it to be me, So there were a lot of Germans that weren't on board with the Nazis, but they just didn't have the bravery to step up.
Or the means, because, I mean, for every bad thing, and trust me, A lot of Hitler's decisions were bad. He did good things in the country itself in certain respects, such as the cars, actually putting in interstates through Germany. It was Hitler's idea for the Autobahn. It was, there was a lot of infrastructure that he did for a country that was coming out of a bad time, but in doing so, he kind of killed a lot of people. So,
right. Well, here's the other thing.
So, I mean,
it's weird.
Take,
Here's the other thing. It's weird. We still look at Germany like, oh, that Nazi country.
Oh, I know. I look at them like, oh my God, they have amazing food.
I mean, I look at more of the cars. I'm just saying in general, like people still view it as the Nazi country.
No, I mean, it is what it is.
You know who gets a pass? Japan and Italy.
Japan was worse.
Yeah. Well,
they killed more people than during the Holocaust.
Well, they were also our more prominent enemy. Like we didn't get in because of Germany. We got involved because of Pearl Harbor.
Yeah. And, I mean, they really did kill more people during that time in their own country than Germany did.
Yeah. But we give them a pass because they gave us PlayStations, and we're like, all right, but
Toyotas and shit.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, like you killed millions of people, but God of War is pretty awesome. So, but anyway, but people make this like, oh, if you're not careful, those Nazis are going to take over. No, they're not. Nobody likes Nazis. Most people don't like white supremacists.
I'm a little German, so I feel like I'm okay.
Well, most people don't like the Rum Guy. No, most people don't like white supremacists. They're not popular. It's not a thing.
Well, there's white supremacy. There's supremacy issues and movements in every culture at some point in time. There really is.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of black supremacy going on right now.
Yeah. So I mean, how is it any different? I mean, it's just people with blown up ideas and ideals about themselves and the way things should be. I mean, that's every culture. You can't just hate one and not hate the other. If you're going to hate one, hate all of them.
Well, the vast majority of them are stupid. And I'm not saying that like to be like, yeah, fuck those guys. I'm saying literally the vast majority of supremacists are simple-minded people who are just like, I don't have anything. Hey, right. Brother. You're
not all white people.
Yeah, you're bright. You're white, brother, or like, nigga, you black. Like you. We was Kangs. I don't know if you've seen that meme. We was Kangs.
No, I have not seen that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what a Kang is unless you're talking about kangaroos.
But there's a lot of Black Panther. A lot of people were like, yeah, see, this is what black people would have been like if fucking white people would have stayed out of it. Like, no, it's not. Not at all. In fact, white people discovered electricity, so none of that shit would have happened. But or at least not that soon, But anyway, it's always simple-minded people, Like, well, okay, have you ever met a smart black person that talks about cultural appropriation?
I've met a lot of people who think they're smart.
Oh, okay. What? That kind of sounds like you're saying you've never met an actually smart black person.
No. But when it came to that subject, no.
I have heard one professor actually explain cultural appropriation in a way that I disagree with, but at least it makes sense. And her point was like, cultural appropriation is necessary for societies to progress. Like, we borrow from your culture, you borrow from ours. The only thing that's important, her whole point is like, there should be attribution, like you should accreditation. You should credit the person who invented it. And there are people who do try to like take from other cultures and pretend like they invented it.
Do you know how long that would take to get everybody actual credit? No one who ever has a good idea gets the credit and the respect that they're owed and deserved. I mean, for fuck's sakes, look at Tesla. Tesla, he was laughed at for years, and he actually added and contributed a lot to science and didn't get recognized until late 1960s, early 1970s of actually doing anything.
All right. Well, my point is, most of the people that you hear saying cultural appropriation are stupid people who couldn't possibly invent something. So they're like, like we black, we invented, like we invented hip hop. Like, okay, but you're not a rapper. Like you haven't invented anything. You're taking credit for what someone with the same skin color or similar skin color. Like like, okay, Rum, you're white. You can't be like, yeah, Ben Franklin, motherfucker. Like you're not, like you're not.
We invented glasses and shit, people.
Yeah, you invented bifocals and like the unicycle and the unicycle. we went different angles with that. You went for newspaper, I went for unicycle, but like it's stupid people who say things like that. Like, okay, white people invented fucking democracy. Like that doesn't make like all white people responsible for that. Like somebody fucking smarter than you invented that shit. White people invented fucking computers. That doesn't make you fucking like and like people like to do that now, and it's stupid. Like, okay, so there was a thing the other day. It's not entirely true, but the first computer program, published book of computer programs, it's not exactly what it was, but was done by a woman. Now the first technically computer, it's not really computer, but like the forefather of computers was built or designed by her tutor, and he taught her, and she published the codes before he published anything. So technically he wrote the first computer code, but people like to be like, yeah, a woman did that. It's like, okay, but you didn't do that. Like, just because you have a vagina and she had a vagina, it doesn't make you on even ground, and people, it's stupid people that do this. Like, I haven't fucking invented anything. I don't care if a Filipino fucking or an Italian fucking invented something. I mean, yeah, okay, Italians invented fucking pizza. All right, like I like to eat it, but like I can't be like, that's my fucking, like I don't fucking order Papa John's and be like, that's my fucking people right there. Yeah.
I didn't know you were Italian.
I fucking hate you. You know what? I think we're going to end it there. I'm hungry. You still probably have things to do because I know are you leaving this weekend?
Leaving, my last day here will be late Monday, I think.
Okay. Well, send us postcards from wherever.
Oh yeah, I've got some stuff in store. Like, we'll probably do a Where in the World is the Rum Guy? I really want to do that PBS style special video thing.
Okay.
Have you ever watched a travel show on PBS?
Not on PBS. I've watched travel shows on the Travel Channel.
Well, if on PBS, it's like they have a 8mm camera, and there's some guy on a Casio keyboard behind them playing this really shitty music, and they're acting. They're like, "Hello, my name is Rick Steves, and welcome to beautiful Sicily." That's how the freaking thing goes. So it's kind of weird. So I want to do I want to do like a PBS special that goes wrong. Like showing you all of this, the highlights and the sites that nobody else wants to see. Like, here is the bathroom. Look.
Oh man. You know what? I'll watch that. Fuck it. Well,
we'll figure it out.
Just to remind y'all, like, keep, if we go missing for a little bit, I hope we don't, but who knows? Go check out the Facebook page, and we'll try to keep you up on what's going on.
And if anybody wants to meet us in Spain, you're more than welcome to just jump on a plane and get your ass up there.
Well, we had on our Facebook page, not our Facebook page, our Twitter account. Apparently, we have a friend, not a friend. Why not? Bro, you're a friend. You're a friend. From a follower from Finland. And I think he's coming to New Orleans for WrestleMania next month.
Nice.
And he was looking to find out where any metal shows were. So I asked Wayne, because I was like, I don't fucking know. But I was like, oh, right on. We gotta finish. Like, I wonder if he knows Ina, because that's where my mind goes, is like, oh, he's Finnish. So like, I know a Finnish person. They must know each other, because I don't fucking know how many people are in Finland. But
there's 19 people.
Okay, well, there was 20, but Ina Esther came down. So hey, man, if you're out there, you know, I meant to hit you up, and then like I lost the thread. Send us a fucking message on Twitter and let us know how you became a fan, you know, because I'm curious like how our show gets to places like Finland.
Quick question, the guy from Finland. If you're from Finland, that means you're Finnish. Does that mean you're done?
Oh God, I fucking knew it. All right, that'll do it for the Metal Hand of God podcast. I'm your host, Adam.
And I'm the Rum Guy.
And don't forget to finish metal.
Finish it off with a towel.
Boondoggle. Boondoggle.
And Googe. That's our street names, Boondoggle and Googe.
MHOG